Hello and welcome once again to the Walrus Plays Stardew Valley. It is the final week of spring and we are heading into the summer season very shortly. So we only have a few days to do any last crops that we need to harvest and get ready for the summer. And hopefully we'll have enough extra plants ready to go. I need to get at least one bean from my darn shoot because I need that for the spring plants collection from the community centre. But one of the things that I would like to do is early in the summer or before the summer transition actually occurs is to send the watering can to Clint and get that upgraded because that'll make life a bit easier. Either that or the hoe. Either will be useful. And once that's done, I'm going to try and level up a bit more of the fishing skill as I don't really feel that it's where I need it to be yet at this early in the game. Now, of course, I've got a little bit of rice that's ready for harvest. Sorry, not rice first. I've got the kale that's ready for harvest, and the rice will be ready for harvest soon. It's just the miscellaneous other veg that is currently growing. Now, you might be able to see that I've now got my well, which is fantastic because that makes life a lot easier. And what I'm planning on doing as well is going to visit Robin this week and getting her to move the silo behind the house. I think there's room behind there, which will be useful. Because that'll just make life a lot easier for just getting it out of the way. If not, I'll figure out something else later on, maybe move it closer to Grandpa's shrine, as the land over there isn't really that useful for anything else at the moment. But just getting it out of the way is kind of the plan on that one. So, I've got a few miscellaneous bits that need working on. I know that I've got a couple of what are they called? Things that for Clint to smash open. Geodes, there we go. I had a complete brain fart and forgot the word for them. Go me. And as well as that, I've also got a few other miscellaneous things that I would quite like to have worked upon. As I do know that I need 5 golden parsnips. And I'm going to need some more parsnip seeds. And considering they grow in only 4 days, I've got plenty of time to get those on the go. And that's the main thing. I've also got another artifact to give to Gunther, as well as the jade. So that'll be quite useful to give him to sort out. I'm going to pop the potato away because it might be useful. Possibly. I'm not sure. We'll see. Otherwise, it's going to just be a little bit of work through just ensuring I've got the right plants, right stuff ready. I'm probably going to purchase a few other miscellaneous seeds before the summer begins, and then it's kind of just basing on what crops do I want to be growing during the summer to begin with. Now, of course, I've got the melon. I think I've got 1 melon seed, or I've got 1 star fruit seed. I might have a few more melon seeds, but they're going to be quite useful early on. And let's get these geodes ready. Now, of course, I've got some iron bars now, which is nice and helpful, but I actually kind of need some copper, as I don't really have very much. But iron is also quite handy for other miscellaneous upgrades, like future-proofing, because I am going to need to upgrade my axe and my pickaxe to the iron variants, as that will allow me to improve my ability to cut down stuff and mine through stuff and actually finally get rid of those larger boulders and big tree stumps, as they're annoying and in the way. End of the world there. Now, I think I can probably get an upgrade on the fishing rod as well. Well, conveniently, I kind of need to catch an anchovy. So, might as well try and catch some more fish. And hopefully, if we can, see about donating fish to the community centre bundles. As again, that would be something nice and useful. Because the more stuff that gets put in the community centre, the more rewards I get and the easier things become. So I'm going to plonk this here, a starfish type thing. Oh, got a reward. What is the reward from Gunther? A piece of art. Not the end of the world. Like, it's useful, it's pretty, but my level of care about that is obviously a little bit lower than something useful like some seeds. But that's just me being a butt, because I haven't upgraded the house yet, so that might be something going forward, is to try and upgrade the home quickly enough, and hopefully by the end of the summer I might be able to achieve that. I think that'll be my summer goal, is to upgrade the house one level, essentially. So hopefully these frozen geodes will give me something to work on, as in to give to Gunter, because that would be nice and helpful. There we go, soapstone. That's something else to give to him. And the more I can give to him at the moment, the better, because then I can just get more stuff done and more things exciting and ready to go, because that's kind of what I'm after. And get the museum collection done, because I want the keys to the sewer, because that'll be useful more than anything. Because being able to go and visit Krobus is kind of helpful, because he does sell some very useful things. And I mean, if I could buy an iridium sprinkler, goodness gracious, I'd be a happy man. But I know that's not going to happen anytime soon. But alas and alack. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing a fair old bit of fishing just to get the to level this up. Now, of course, I do, as I've said before, I enjoy doing the fishing minigame, but at the same time, it can be so very tedious just waiting for something to bite that doesn't want to appear when you really need it, because, come on, I want to get some fish. But at the same time, I might see if I can upgrade the fishing rod, and one of the things I know I'm going to need to do is start leveling it up so I can get the bait farms. I think that's through fishing that you unlock the ability to make those, and that'll be the sort of thing that'll be quite handy, in the same way like actually getting the crab pots later on, because I've got that large river that just runs through the middle of the farm. Putting a bunch of crab pots in it for the time being, I mean, there's nothing else that can really go in it, and just allow me to farm crab pot things. And I know you get a fair old crack of useless guff, like the trash. But again, as soon as I can unlock the trash recycler, then I can actually start getting some useful things out of it. I know you get some naff out of the driftwood. It's like, ooh, wood. Occasionally, I think it does have a chance of spawning the hardwood, which would be quite handy in the grand scheme of things. And the refined crystal stuff is actually really useful. Because that's kind of something I really want, is the refined quartz crystal stuff. I think you get that from the glasses and the CD. Because, again, quite nice, useful stuff. Now, the other advantage of fishing right outside Willie's is that I can purchase a new rod, but I can also sell stuff straight away back to him. And what's quite nice about the fiberglass one is I can actually put a bit of bait on it. I don't think I can get a lure yet. Goodness, that's a very expensive double bed. I don't think I'd really want to spend 25 grand on a bed. Goodness, that would be rather expensive. I don't think I've ever spent that much on a piece of furniture in general. Although I can't quite figure out what the actual exchange rate for Great British pounds to gold in Stardew Valley, because things are quite abstract and melons seem to be intensely valuable, and yeah, no idea. I mean, that'd be a terrifying concept if 25,000 G was actually 25,000 sterling, because buying a bed for that much, you'd expect that it did everything. Like, you lie in it, and once you get out of it in the morning, it whips the sheets off, launders them and presses them and does all that, and same with your pyjamas and everything. And yeah, and it's also got like a little bedside table built into it on either side, so it can have a wireless charging dock on, and lights and flashy doodads. I don't know. Although I did see a video of somebody actually with a bed where they put under bed lighting. So they got one of those lighting strip type things you can get in IKEA now, and just had it running rings around the underside of the bed, almost like they'd gamified their bed and underlit it, which Maybe I'm just old. I just think it looked ridiculous. Maybe I'm just, as I said, maybe I'm just getting too old for that nonsense and I don't really understand it. You kids and your light up things. Grrr. So I'm going to move over here to not fish onto the plank itself, into the bubbling area, because of course that is an area where you can have an increased fighting rate, which is what I am after. More fish. More fish, please. It's quite nice that I've got a couple of big fish to begin with. Like the flounders are quite nice. Again, I don't know if they're one of the ones that you need for the community centre bundles, but it'll just be nice to have them and sell them, just for the sake of doing that. Now, I probably should check and see if there's any forageable gubbins. So like the sea urchins and coral, just because it would be useful to sell, really. I think you need the sea urchins for one of the dye bundles, I think. Can't remember if I even unlocked that one yet. Because obviously there are so many different bundles that you unlock as you do more of them. And we can see where we go with that one. Oh, okay, this fish is apparently hugging the floor, so probably a flounder. No, a herring. Okay. So I still haven't actually caught what Hayley wanted, which I think she wanted a pilchard. I'm pretty sure you catch them in the sea, but I could be wrong. Again, at some point I need to actually start paying a bit more attention, but as I've mentioned previously, I don't really want to be heading back to the wiki and such, because I kind of would rather almost blindly stumble through the first year and see if I can remember how to do things. I think it's probably the easiest way of describing it, but just to see what I can do and take a nice relaxed approach to it, rather than the high pressure, high octane, I need to do this because XYZ. I would still quite like to get as much done within a single year, within the community centre bundles and with the farm upgrades. I know that's not entirely possible. Like, there are certain things that you just cannot get in the first year, due to the fact that you get second year crops that you can plant from year 2 onwards. But that's not the end of the world, really. Okay, so I've got a nice full inventory, so let's go to the community centre and see if we can stick anything in there, because that will not be a bad idea. Oh, a daffodil. Not that I can hold it, but, you know, daffodils. Lovely. Okay, fishing thingy. So I can put the sunfish in, that's good. I haven't got anything else there, that's fine. What about the ocean fish bundle? Okay, I actually thought that they would want the other fish, but nope. No, none of those. Okay, and the lake fish bundle, that's fine. Night fish bundle, none of those. Yeah, I've got none of the crab pot. Right, okay. That was less exciting than I was expecting it to be. I definitely didn't have the fish that I needed to put away in it. Fine. Well, I'll eat this seaweed because that'll give me a little bit of extra energy, because it is quite surprising how much energy it's burning through doing the fishing, but at the same time, I'm assuming, because I haven't really leveled up the fishing skill yet, so of course it's going to have a bit of a knock-on on that. But let's see if I can catch anything in the lake. Whether I can, very different question. But I might get something exciting. Come here, fishy fish. But then again, actually catching pretty much anything will be just good to just stick it in the... There we go, bullhead. I think that one's one of the ones I need. That's good. Now, come on. Let's see what else I can catch. It's also surprises me how late in the day it is in the game. Like, it's already like 20 to 7, well, 10 to 7 now in the game, on how much time it actually does sink with doing fishing. So I understand if it's not the most thrilling thing, because if it is quite dull, please do leave a comment and I can just skip through some of the fishing bits. But at the same time, it does give me an opportunity to ramble and talk random nonsense, because that's just what I tend to do. Could be worse, I guess. And, yeah. Just the way it is. And I know there aren't that many people tuning in just yet, but you never know. Might get somebody go, you know what, Walrus, you're chatting nonsense about really weird nonsense. Can you just stop? Because it's weird and peculiar. And just downright strange. But, oh well. Right, so I think I can probably catch 1 or 2 more fish, and then I should probably head back to the house, or, well, to the community centre first, and see what we get. Oh, a chub. Cool. Let's throw away the daffodil. It's the least valuable of everything I've got there. Come here, you. And see what else we can catch. I know the legend fish is in the pool as well. I don't think I can catch that now. I just don't have the fishing skill for it. So that's going to be a year 2 thing. Because I think you need to do that in spring. But it might just be if it's raining. I can't remember. I just know it's somewhere near here. Being big and fishy. I'm so articulate, it hurts. I should probably try and start saving any of the good crops for the what's it called, event at the end of the show near the end of the year. Oh goodness, what do I want to get rid of? This is a pain. Right, I'm going to drop you on the floor. I'm going to put the bait on the rod. Okay, and then I will retrieve that fish momentarily. Not quite sure what I'm going to do, and I'm not quite sure why I'm continuing to fish, considering I definitely don't really need to keep catching more guff, but hey-ho, that's how it is. Let's have a look. See what else we can get. I'm loving the inventory full. I'm aware there's a fish flopping around by my feet. I understand. It is how it is. Another chub. Okay, right. So, bottom. Well, let's get rid of that for now. Because at least I can probably fling these in the community centre and then sell the rest, and yeah, stuff, colouring in, you know, that sort of stuff. Okay, and we'll bimble on over to the community centre, and it'll be all nice and lovely and dark. Ooh, super creepy. You know what, I just had a thought. I don't think I've ever seen if the clock on the community centre ever works, which I'm sure isn't really a big thing, but it'd be kind of nice to know if it ever does. I don't know. Small things, small minds, I'm sure. Okay, so there's that one, and the carp, and largemouth bass. I haven't caught that yet. I think I need a better rod, or a better fishing skill, or some luck. I'm sure, and I know there are fish that you can only catch when it's raining, and yada yada yada. So that's how that one's going to go for today, at least, I think. So let's bimble on over here and see what we can do next. There we go. Grab the coral back and see if we can catch anything else. I might catch something. Maybe I could catch something from the night bundle. That could be a nice possibility. I mean, I don't think I've got enough energy to do another couple of casts, really. So that's just going to be how this one goes. Come on. Come on, fishy. Another bullhead. It's not that bad. I don't even know how much they sell for, so I should probably check. I'm sure it's going to be vaguely profitable today compared to other days that I've had more recently, because I'm actually doing something with the fish. That is, because that'd be quite handy. And get that going. The thing I find is that I'm kind of focusing on getting a decent level on the farm so I can be comfortable with it. rather than trying to increase my relationships with any of the citizens of Pelican Town, which might kick me in the teeth later on, because I would quite like to improve my relationships with many of the members of the town, but at the same time I would quite like to just get my farm to a level where I'm comfortable enough that I could probably make some of the things that they'd like, or I can easily get it. And at the moment, I'm not there. Definitely not there yet. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that can go in the shipping container. Let's put the bamboo pole away, because I don't need that one anymore. It's like carrying the old fishing rods from Pokemon. I remember getting the old rod that could only catch level 5 Magikarp. Ah, the good old days. Such a silly game. Loved it to bits, though. I got it when my parents bought me a Game Boy when I was a small kid, and oh my goodness, getting a Game Boy in colour. I had a bright yellow one. Lovely. There we go, level 2 fishing. So I can actually make bait now, so that's quite nice. It wasn't the most profitable day, like 1,000. It could definitely be worse, but it's not the most valuable day. But oh well, I will definitely live. And I've made my first 15k, so that's kind of nice. Okay, it's the flower dance tomorrow, so that's going to eat up most of Wednesday, I'm sure. And it's chucking it down with rain. Woo! Okay, so there's the flower dance. Yeah, I'm considering nobody really knows or likes me in the town. That's not going to be great. Oh well. And I didn't mean to eat that. That was silly. Right, let's put the pickaxe on just in case so I don't accidentally do that again. So here's all the large quantities of random spring seeds that I've managed to acquire. And those bits of rice look like they're ready. I don't have a mill yet, so I better get that at some point so I can actually mill the rice, because that would be helpful. No, that one's still got a couple of days to go, I think, by the looks of things. So I've got some hay in there, got some potatoes, lovely stuff. And my inventory is now full. Super helpful. So I am going to make some more of those very useful seed packets, I think. And I do kind of want to just ship out the more valuable things as well. But again, this could be quite a profitable day, as forageables can sell quite well, which is nice and all. Get the potato, and there it is. I know I can press Y on the controller to just get it, but I always forget. So I end up pressing X and then just fumbling. Okay, so I'll fling those in there. I'm going to keep the rice for the time being. I am going to mill it at some point. Just impressed that I managed to get a gold and a silver one. So there's no point in trying to plant either of the spring seed packets for now. Be a bit of a waste of time, but I am going to go and get the parsnip seeds as well. I mean, I can't go and visit good old what's his face Pierre just yet, being that it's Tuesday and it's 7:20 a.m. and he definitely doesn't open that early. So it's just going to be doing a little bit of lumberjacking and chopping down some trees. Something suitably exciting there. I'm going to just scythe up through these. I think I'm going to get the grass planter from him as well, because then I can actually, like the recipe for it, so I can actually turn this fibre into something actually useful that isn't a scarecrow. Because, I mean, it's not doing much for me at the moment. It's just there, taking up inventory space. But I also do need wood. I think I might need to actually start planting a few more seeds in the areas that I'm not really using at the moment, just to have it as a resource, so I can cut down the trees, get the wood, be ready, off we pop, that sort of thing. Because it'd be quite helpful to be able to do that, I think. To just have a resource stockpile of wood rather than having to bindle out of the farm and go and explore a bit and find stuff and yada yada yada. So I'm just gonna grab these last little bits here. Oh, is there anything? Oh, so we've got some copper. And just smash that up. And a couple of bits more stone. Because I am going to need some stone and wood for, I think, the house upgrade. I think I also might need some hardwood for that one. Not entirely sure. But that's a thing. And I am going to need some wood later on anyway to donate to the community centre, because I think I need 198 because you need 2 stacks of 99 for it. That's not the end of the world level of difficult, and I'm sure I can do that. And I also need to organise that area down there. I think that's going to be part of the summer task, is actually organising those bits around there, so I can actually figure out what do I actually want, where do I want it, and how am I going to arrange it all. So I do actually have enough wood, so that's good. So I've got some copper there. Okay, so Gunter can tell me something more about those two. Looks like we're heading over to town then. Let's off we pop. So I'm going the long way round, because I do want to just pop in to see Robin if I get a chance. And just grab some more just random forageables, because why not? And here we go. So, what else am I going to do? Pop in the community centre probably. And where else am I going? This way? No. Oh man, this town. It's too many little random windy paths. Very annoying, alas. Right. So past Joja Mart and down to see Gunter. And just check the bins. Ooh. Okay, throwing away an amethyst. Yep, that's perfectly sensible there, Clint. You do you, champ. Very odd. Okay, well, we're going to donate some stuff to the museum. Got a chicken statue. And, okay, got a new reward for that one. And the rusty spur. I think there are some items that you just get an item like the chicken statue as a... You've handed this in, here's a reward instantly for it, regardless of if it's a like a numerical reward. Okay. Still kind of need to sort of debate on who am I going to end up with in the game. I'm not really sure yet. I mean, I don't know if I'd like to... I would have fun with having Penny's mother as my mother-in-law. Because good old Pam, she's a treat. Makes me very glad that this isn't real life. Because having a monster-in-law like that, good grief. I would absolutely hate that. Okay, so let's buy a big old stock of parsnip seeds. Because that's easy. And they'll take virtually no time to grow. That's the main thing on that one. Oh, another daffodil. Lovely. Might just slap down some fertilizer on them as well, just to get them to grow quicker. Not quicker, sorry, to be better quality. As I would quite like to have better quality harvests. Thank you very much. Because I am after the gold ones specifically. So let's plonk this chicken statue down there. There we go. Got a little fat chicken statue. I might put it in the coop when I actually build it. So let's have a quick look in here. At least it's raining today, so it's actually less energy intensive on the side of actually getting stuff done, like planted wise, so I don't need to worry about watering it, which is nice. And just slap some parsnips down. So those will be done, goodness, Saturday, I think, because they are a 4-day grow time. So that's not too complex, methinks. There we go, so the 3 more of those. There, fantastic. So it's just slapped another 30 parsnips in. And again, they're not super valuable, but again, any extra money before the beginning of the season, that's going to be handy. And I know I'm not really earning a stupid amount. I think that might need to change in the summer, is where I actually just go, right, I'm going to sink all my money into seeds and just grow. A big part of what I would like to do is to get a lot of wheat. Because I do find that's quite a useful crop, generally, because it allows me to get some hay as well as it growing quickly, and of course I can grow it from summer to fall, which is just I know it's just an Americanism, and it just rankles me every time I have to say it. It's such a strange concept. It's autumn, but hey ho, you do you, champ. Yeah, anyway, I need to do that. I need to be able to grow some of that because it's cheap and I can grow it quickly, and that's kind of the main aim for that one. Now, in here, I can't remember which floor it is, but there is a pool in here that I want to catch something in. I think there's an icy pool. I can't remember if it's before the icy bits or after it. Because I think there's like an ice skip or something I can catch in here. I know there's ghost fish. Again, can't really remember, but let's see if I can get a little bit further down in the mines today. If I can get to floor 50, that'd be nice, because that'll be another 5 levels in. I think that's kind of my aim each time I come to the mines, see if I can get down 5 levels, as that'll allow me to just fast travel much quicker, and that's kind of the aim on this one. Okay, so we've got another amethyst deposit. That's nice. And the slimes are being suitably frustrating. Die! My sword is terrible. I need to buy a new sword. I think that's going to be my next thing, is I'm going to go and buy a new sword from the Adventurers Guild, because this one is terrible. Look at how pathetic the damage is. It's really annoying. Yeah, so I'm going to buy a new sword. I cannot be dealing with that. Okay, some more soot sprites even. I keep calling them spikes because of good old Warhammer fantasy from when I was a younger man. I think Wood Elves had spites. I always thought it was sprites, but no, they're spites. Little maleficent creatures that just live around them. So that's a thing, and that probably explains why I keep saying it. Because my brain is just derpy like that. Okay, so there's another bit of iron. That's nice and helpful. And we've got some more soot creatures that need to have a sword put in their face. And as you can tell, I'm super aggressive with a flailing sword. Yeah! Have a good stabbing. Right, let's get this bit of iron over here. Probably should have smashed that with my sword. Oh well. I'm just trying to get down more than mining everything. If I see a large amount of deposits, or just generally deposits, then I'll go for them, but if not, I'll just grab what's there and go from there, essentially. Ooh, hello. Talking of large areas of deposits. Lovely. That's a nice swath of iron. That'll be helpful. And there's a way down as well. Now, I can't remember if that little mine shaft looking thing is actually harvestable. I know the backpack is, and the minecart. Apparently not. Okay. Even though it looks like it should be. Oh well, not the end of the world. Just confusing more than anything. And okay, so we've got a way down, so that's nice. Smash that up. And that. And we'll break these. And smash that. Okay, come on. What we got? Nothing super exciting in those. Just some stone. Meh. I'll live. And we'll kill that slime. Just get stabbed. Go on. Creatures. Okay, that's that. Nice and easy. And we'll just stab that one as well. Okay. Right. So we'll go and... Yeah, I'm taking a risk here because I know I'm going to get attacked by 1,000,001 different creatures if I keep loitering. But at the same time, I do kind of want all this iron that's here, and I'm very greedy and easily swayed by shiny things. So essentially, I am a human magpie. Greedy and shiny things are fantastic. That's really what it is. I'm nothing more. I am a magpie. There we go. Secret revealed. I collect ring pulls off of Coke cans and other miscellaneous things. That'd be a strange concept. Especially considering I am the walrus, not the magpie. Righty. So let's smash those up there. And smash that one up. And off we go, ready down another floor. So we only... There we go. So there's floor 50. Fantastic. So we've got some new boots. That's nice. Tundra boots. And I'm sure they'll give me... Oh, okay. So an extra point... Like, what, extra 1 point of defense? I can definitely live with that. That's nice. Though my health is quite low, isn't it? Oh, and a ghost. I know they take quite a while to beat through, especially with this pathetic sword. Go away. Go away back. If there's an easy way down, then I will definitely take it, because, yeah, this is going to take a pain in the posterior amount of time. Especially considering they can float through walls, because it's a ghost. No. Oh, okay, frozen geode. I can definitely get behind that. That'll be nice and helpful. Go away. Obviously being able to say to a ghost, just die, isn't really going to work, being that they're a ghost. But, yeah. I'm going to be all aggressive and, yeah, die, ghost. Oh my goodness. Why am I even allowed outside sometimes? Aha, there's a way down. Nope. Aha. Some... Oh. Okay, thermal boots. So some more boots. That's quite nice. And we'll get some iron ore. And what are they like? Oh, okay, so they're kind of the inverse of the Tundra boots. So they give you more immunity, but less defense. Either way, they're an improvement over the leather boots, but I kind of would like the defense over the immunity at the moment. Immunity is nice. I think it gives you a faster recovery from like the poison effects of the slime, which slows you down and all. But yeah, I'll live. I'd much rather have the take less damage at this present moment in time. Thank you very much. As I'd like to not die repeatedly, because that would be good. Okay, so there's some more coal. Just go away, that. Get away. I'll block you with my sword and give you a good slapping. As we all know, that is indeed very well written about in medieval texts about giving somebody a good hard slap in the face with a sword. I think I'm joking, it actually is. It is a thing. I mean, there were very odd medieval treatises about how to use a sword, like unscrewing the pommel to throw at someone. Which just seems the most bizarre idea of just being, aha, we're engaged in a very vicious sword fight. I'm just going to take the end of my sword off and throw it at you. Ha ha! Yeah, no. just no. So very silly. Okay, well, before I start rambling about really ridiculous nonsense, I'm going to just quickly put these things in the furnace for now and get ready for bed in-game. So I think that'll call it for the for Monday and Tuesday of the final week of spring. So thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you've enjoyed listening to me ramble as I explore some ridiculousness of Stardew Valley. And I'll catch you again on the next one.